Discretion is advised.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode of Train Simulator 2020. Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new CSX SD40-3 Locomotive. And we are going to be playing a scenario called Bronx Yard Transfer on the New York to New Haven route. We're currently not on the CSX Hanover route, and I will explain that once we get in the scenario. So let's go ahead and hop in the scenario and check it out, since there actually is no description. But let's go ahead and take a yard transfer to the Bronx. Alright, so for this run within the yard limits, disable your ATC and alerter. You will be responsible for handling your own switches. Wait here for instructions from the Harlem River Yardmaster. Harlem River Yardmaster CSX Q701, lead unit 4012. We're going to have you drop your consist off in 2 cuts. Then take loads to Oak Point, proceed to Harlem River Yard 1. Drop the rear 12 empty trash carriers there. Be sure the rear of your train is clearing the switch and fully on the yard track before uncoupling. Alright, so we are 4021. I thought we were 4012, but we are 4021. But here is a look at the brand new CSX SD40-3, nicknamed the SpongeBob Square Cab. And that is only because it is a literal square of a cab. But yeah, I'm actually super excited to have this in game. It's been something I've been waiting for a while now, ever since, you know, CSX actually announced their SD40-3s and put them in the revenue service. But let's go ahead and hop in the cab here. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights. Let's go ahead and actually head on down to Harlem River Yard 1, which I have to figure out where that is first. And it looks like it's actually this track right here. So let's go ahead and make sure we have all of our switches set to go there. Looks like this one is not set. There we go. This one is not set either. That one is set for our movement. That one is set, and that one is set. So let's go ahead and sound the horn and the bell here. And yes, I do know that they are recycled sounds from older locomotives, so... Well, yeah, this is your SD40-3 locomotive. Basically, it's an SD40-2, except updated to an SD40-3. Very nice looking locomotive indeed. And it's also the same thing as the SD33 Echo we had, as to where the bell doesn't shut off until the ditch lights shut off, which is different than what I remember in different locomotives, but I guess that's the new thing going on. But yeah, I've kind of looked up pictures of cabs in this, and actually the cab from what Dovetail made, I believe Dovetail's the one that actually made this route, is kind of spot on. A little bit empty from what a lot of people have actually said about it, but for the most part, it's pretty spot on. We turn on some cab lights, which we don't think we really need. Of course, we can't open doors. I don't think we can mess with anything back here. Nope, of course not. But yeah, I'm kind of liking the new SD40-3, the new screens that we have. They're actually digital screens, so it's not like an analog locomotive anymore, which is awesome. It's probably for like PTC and stuff like that. Fortunately, we can't change anything on the IED screens, which kind of suck, but it's all good. It's all good. We got windshield wipers over there. We've got step lights over here, which we don't really need. Horn, sand, alerter, bells down here. Not quite sure. Oh, heater and air conditioner right there. And we don't actually have a ditch light switch, so we can't actually shut the ditch lights off. But we are almost coming up here, so we're going to start slowing this train down. Since our train is almost on the track here. Just a little bit. Take a look at the conductor side here. Loving that CSX first aid kit up there. That's pretty cool. We got CSX SD40-3 number on there. We got, what's over here? Oh, sidewall heater, brake switch, another door we can't open. Looks like we're getting on the track here in a few. Once we clear this switch, we should be good. I think they said the last 12 trash cars, so we'll have to keep that in mind. And I think we will be good here in about 2 cars. Go and release it just a tad bit so we can kind of clear this curve here from the switch. There we go. Let's go and stop this train. Throttle or reverser and idle. And let's go ahead and do the last 12, I believe they said. All right. Yep, 12 rear empty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 empty are going here. Pull forward, reverse in the Harlem 2, and drop the remaining dozen there. And I'm assuming we cleared that switch already, which it looks like we did. So let's go ahead and release the brake here. Auto 1. And then, of course, the bell's on, the ditch lights are flashing, bells off, ditch lights shut off. Kind of how Norfolk Southern and CSX do business. I feel like Norfolk Southern and CSX are the only freight railroads that actually have flashing ditch lights. If I'm not mistaken, unless some other short lines do, I don't specifically know. Another thing I don't specifically know is if this screen to our left here doesn't actually turn on. In real life, I don't see why it wouldn't. But hey, who knows? I wasn't checking any of these switches, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Judging by the green, I think we'll be alright. About 3 more cars till we clear that switch. And that switch looks like it's lined up for us as well, so we're good there. I'm going to start slowing her down. Boom. Throw you in idle, and let's throw you in reverse. Alright, so we are good there. Switch tracks. And let us go ahead and switch this one. Put it in reverse. Release, and idle 1, or notch 1. So we're pretty much not going to stop up until our locomotive ends up clearing that track. One of the things I don't really care is that you can't open the windows, which I think is kind of dumb. But then again, that's what you kind of expect out of a dovetail thing. I guess when you're going in reverse, the speedometer doesn't actually work on the HUD. The digital one, the analog one does, but the digital doesn't. That's kind of weird. I'm going to shove this train back up until Harlem Yard River 2. But yeah, that's kind of weird that the speedometer isn't working going in reverse. That's different. Don't know if it's going to be like that all day or if it's just a little glitch we got going on. Not 100% certain. We are coming up onto these cars here right now. Looks like we got plenty of headspace to get into track 2 here. Looks like our third locomotive is about ready to go switch over. I'm not going to start slowing down up until we at least get our final locomotive switched over, because then I don't want to do another start, another stop, and all that fun stuff. So go ahead and throw you in idle, and let us go ahead and start braking now. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and uncouple these remaining cars. Boom. Now pick up the 4 loaded trash carriers located at Harlem 5, which I'm assuming is that one right there. I had a feeling it was going to be that one. Yep, right here, and then probably have to pick up these at 6, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 5, 6, 3, and drop them off at Oak Point. Okay. Sounds like a plan. How do I get there is the question. Go straight. Got it. Alright, let's go ahead and set this switch straight. Let's go ahead and get on out. Bad thing is we're going to diverge back onto number 1, and then we're going to basically end up, you know, whatchamacallit, clearing it from here again. So let's go ahead and actually turn that throttle off, because I don't want to be speeding in here. Technically it's not a career scenario, so we got a camera glitch over here. I know someone on Facebook had a camera fix for this, so I might end up seeing if he still has it. And I might try to download that and try to see if I can get a camera fix for this, because I do plan on streaming with this SD40-3. Just not sure when. And I'm going to stop the train here, because we are going to be using this switch here. There we go. Train is going to be stopped. We're going to go ahead and set this one right here, which it looks like it's supposed to go to the left. Then I believe this one is supposed to go to the left as well. And that'll take you all the way around to here. Let's just go ahead and turn those off, which I think that one is fine. That one is not fine. That one is set properly. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Brake is released. Independent brake, release that. Can't really see. Let's go ahead and shove her backwards. Alright, so here we are coming into the yard. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing this train down so we can couple onto these cars safely and efficiently as possible. Here we are on our safety stop. Go ahead and release all this. Put that back in reverse. And yes, I'm going to be using the simple controls here so we can actually do this on the shove here. So we can actually watch these couple up. Set that into 100 here. Keep it going just a little bit more. Give me about half a car there. Couple on for the CSX SD40-3. There we go. Go and shut her down. Now add the 6 loaded trash carriers sitting on Harlem Yard 6 to the rear. Which basically all we got to do is just watch the train go by from here. And then all we'll have to do is basically just add the next 6 cars. Then we go down to 3. And I think that's it. We do 3. And then we end up going down to Oak Point Yard. Alright, so here we are again using our simple controls, as we're going to be backing onto the 6 cars over here that, as you can see, are full of, looks like garbage and nothing but scrap. So we kind of shoved a little too far out from the switch, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and put our reverser into neutral right now. I'm going to go and start slowing this train down just a tad bit here, so we can do a safety stop between, or before we end up coupling these two, which is what you always want to do. Do your safety stop, 3-step protection once you couple. Looks like we're actually going to just couple on here, which is fine. No, we won't. We'll actually stop right before. We semi-stop, which is fine. There we go. Let's go ahead and couple on here. Cut that. That was literally so close. Come on, man. You could have done that. There we go. Now make a forward movement and then reverse in Harlem River Yard 3 south and complete onto the 10 loaded trash carriers to complete the consist. Which is right here, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and pull over here, give us some headroom. And we're just going to clear this switch right here and couple onto those 10 right there. Works for me, buddy. Works for me. Alright, so as y'all can see, we are currently coming up onto Yard 3 South. About ready to couple onto our 10 remaining trash cars here that are starting on Yard 3. Gonna go ahead and stop for our safety stop over here if it's gonna let me have one. Doesn't look like it, so we're just gonna couple on good and give it a good hook. Nope, we are gonna stop before it. That was literally like right on there. So let's go ahead and reverse a little bit. It's going to turn on the sander there. Boom. Good hook there. CSX 40-21. Do you have permission to pull the Harlem River Yard lead to south? Stop there and contact the Oak Point Yardmaster for further instructions. And I am assuming that is just over here. Nope, that is the end of the thing right there. Is that over here maybe? Oh yeah, so it's right there. Cool. So we'll end up going over there. And let's go ahead and actually set the switch to go that way, which, there we go. Set that out of reverse. Notch 1. All brakes released. There we go. Go ahead and remove those expert controls there. Or simple controls, I should say. These are the expert controls. Looks like we had 24 cars, dropping off 24, picking up 20 here. What it seems like. Got tractive effort at 64. Looks like we're good there. Main brake is at 140, 90, which is good. Which is what we want. And here we go. So we got the new boxcar logo for CSX on the new SD40-3. Then we have the old YN3, I believe it's YN3B on the CSX SD40-2s. Not sure why they went with a boxcar logo, but that is something that they did. Don't ask me why, I don't specifically know. I just think the new boxcar logo kind of looks a little childish, whereas their older CSX looks a lot better. That's just my personal opinion on it. Not sure why they went with that, but they did. We're going to stop here at Harlem River Yard Lead South 2. Can't really see what the signal is going to be, and there's actually no cab signaling in this locomotive either, which I don't understand myself, but there isn't. And I don't even think there is a signal. Nope, I don't see the signal. So let's go ahead, and before we hit the single track, let's go and stop. Before we hit that single track, because I don't want to be going on single track, and we're not supposed to be going on single track. Go and cut you. There we go. And that should be good right there. I like how whenever the bell's on, like that'll shut off. Horns on, that illuminates. That's pretty cool. I think Sander's on there too. Yeah, Sand. I think that is super cool how they did that. Let's go ahead and dim these if we can. I don't think we can. Nope, so it's just full on headlights, which sucks, but what can you do? What can you do? Alright, CSX 4012 to 4021 Oak Point Yardmaster. We're at Harlem River Yard Lead 2 South, ready to enter the Oak Point Yard. Alright, 4021 have permission to enter Oak Point Yard via the Oak Point Yard Lead West. Bring your train into Oak Point Yard 1, cut off your consist, and pull your light power to the Oak Point Yard Lead East to await further instructions. Copy that. Let's go ahead and come on out of here. So we're basically good to go through this way. We're going to cut off our whole consist at lead 1 or yard 1. And we're going to pull up to the east end of the yard, go the east lead, and then probably call it a day there. But if you guys are watching this far, I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys are enjoying, and as well as hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. I know you guys can hit the bell icon, but I know that YouTube, it's been kind of spotty on with that. So if you guys do want actual notifications of when I do upload videos, do join the Discord server. Everything you need to know is down in the description down below, including all the social medias you guys can follow. I post the most updates on Twitter, so if you guys want any updates, that'll be the best place to find them, and the best place to reach me would be on Discord. So make sure you guys check those out and whatnot. If you guys have any requests for different train sim content versus from this game, Train Sim World 2, do let me know down in the comment section down below. I've also got the Oron, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Trains with the Z. Have that game as well. Don't have too much DLC for that game, but I do plan on trying to get some different stuff in that game as well. That'll be coming soon. But yeah, also with this new Locomotive and the new CSX Hanover route, I have some streams planned for that, Microsoft Flight Sim and everything like that. But I have been seeing a lot of different shade being thrown at the Hanover sub and about this loco and all the locos that come with it. I mean, can you really expect much more from Dovetail? I understand, yes, there's going to be recycled sounds, which makes sense. And then a lot of people are saying that this SD40-3 is basically the New York New Haven SD40-2, which, yes, I do kind of see it since the New York New Haven SD40-2 is behind us here, but it just has a new retrofitted cab, which in theory is kind of the point, because the SD40-3 is basically an upgrade from the SD40-2. So I kind of see where they went with it. It kind of does look like an SD40-2 in real life as well, just with the new updated cab and, you know, new updated features and stuff like that. But for the most part, that's what it is. A lot of people have also said that the cab is pretty empty, which I've seen pictures of it in real life, and yes, I do agree, but then again, I do also agree why it's as empty as it is, because there's really not a lot of features that we can actually use in this cab, which, like, we can't open windows, we can't open doors, which I never understood why we couldn't. We just couldn't. Looks like we got a restricting here, so we're going to be good there. But yeah, so that's just my take on it. A lot of people are also kind of trashing the sounds on it since they're all recycled sounds. There actually is a sound fix or a sound patch on Railworks America right now. I haven't really looked much into it, but I know that it is there. So if you guys want new updated sounds, that is the place to go. And the only reason we're not using the Hanover sub today is because there is actually no short scenario that utilizes the CSX SD40-3 locomotive. So I went ahead and tried to go with the New York New Haven. I'm not quite sure if this can actually run on New York New Haven. I'm assuming in real life it has cab signals. I specifically don't know, but we're running it on this today nonetheless. And I also do plan on showing it off in the stream, but I'm going to try to get that sound fix in. If I can't get it to work, then I won't use it, but if I can, we'll get it to work there, because we got 4 different locomotives and a whole brand new route, so I'm looking super excited for that. And then True Rail Simulations actually came out with a York Rail GP9, which is basically the GP9 that came with the CSX Hanover route, that like plain Jane yellow GP9. True Rail Simulations actually came out with its actual real life counterpart, so I'm super excited about that. It looks like we got to go switch this to yard 1 here, so it's going to be this one right here, I believe. Nope, it is not that one. So I'm going to go and stop this train here, because I didn't know we were supposed to set our own switches. I'm trying to see where... Oh. So, 1 is all the way back there. Gotta love it. Got to freaking love it. So yeah, still testing that theory in reverse. Digital doesn't work, analog works. Not quite sure what the deal is with that speedometer, but I'm hoping that it gets fixed soon. We're end up going to reverse our way down to Oak Point Yard 1, which apparently I didn't realize was all the way back over here. So we're just going to have to reverse a little bit, and then I'll get back to you guys once we're actually in Yard 1. Alright, so here we are now, finally getting onto our way to Oak Point Yard 1. Got to make sure all of our consist is going to be on the yard track, and then we are get to unhook and then head to the east end of the yard lead. Take our light engines there, and we'll see what's next for us on Q701. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, as well as by hitting the like button. Like I mentioned before, social media, Discord, everything you need to know is in the description down below. And as I was saying before, I found that I was getting switched onto the wrong track. The True Rail Simulations GP9, we will be doing a stream with that since there is only one scenario. It's about 70 minutes long, so it features a lot of shunting and pickups and drop-offs. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. It is freeware. If you guys are interested, I'll have links down to it once we get into the stream there. We'll have a stream with the Hanover sub as well, coming up soon. I actually have the next 2 days off, so I plan on maybe doing it tonight, tomorrow night, not quite sure. But my friend's birthday is tomorrow, so he's going to come hang out with me for a little bit and stuff like that. So we're probably going to end up power cleaning my PC with like compressed air and all that fun stuff. So I'll let you guys know throughout the week and stuff like that. Maybe it'll just be a random stream, I don't know. But I do got, like I said, Microsoft Flight Sim and all that fun stuff. And I really don't like how those cars are leaning, man. I really don't like that. Yeah, I really don't like that. Ooh, okay, so we're all leaning now, man. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it looks like they kind of straighten out a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah, that's not good how they're leaning like that. That is for sure not good. Just look at how that one's leaning compared to the other two. Leaning to the left, that one's leaning to the right, and the rest of them are all straight. That's not good. I think we're actually clear of all switches now. We've got another car and we'll be good. So I'm going to go ahead and start slowing the train down here, because I don't want to derail this thing, because that just kind of looks horrible. I actually have to kind of get a screenshot of that, because I've never actually seen them tilt that bad before. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's bad. I don't know if it's got weight distribution or something, but that is actually kind of bad looking. So this one's not even on the rail anymore. It's like tipping off the rail. Wasn't our fault. It didn't derail. It's all good. I'm just going to keep it at that, unhook these two, and then head on to east. Let's go ahead and see if... No, I don't think we're... Yeah, we're not going to be able to look back there, but we can probably still see it tilting. Yeah, you could still see that car tilting back there. Interesting. I don't know. I do not know, but I feel like this is actually going to be the end of the scenario once we pull up here, so... Let me actually just go make sure that that track is lined up properly for us, which it looks like it is not. It's a good thing we checked that before we ended up coming here. Or before we ended up clearing it, because I did not want to derail this thing. Those cars were already looking like they were going to topple over at any point in time. Sad thing is, I'm not quite sure if that even was like that when we were pulling it out of, what's it called, Harlem River? Or if that just started on this reverse move at Oak Point. I don't know. That's just kind of scary to me how they were toppling over like that. But nonetheless, we got them here. We'll let the yard crew deal with it. We're just going to say that it wasn't our responsibility, since they already are brought in. And we didn't have to check the rear whatsoever. So we're just going to say it wasn't our responsibility. Let's go ahead and remove all those banners there. And let's go ahead and stop right here. Set that all the way to full independent. And there's our CSX 8800 and CSX 8885. 4 away from the... or 3 away from the Crazy 8's locomotive that was that runaway train in CSX in Ohio a long time ago. But we'll go ahead and we'll actually just keep them on. Independent brake will go about half C's width. And yeah, here is the CSX SD40-3. Look at that, looking mighty fine. Well done. Sit back and have some Joe while we wait further instructions from the Oak Point Yardmaster. Scenario complete. Alright guys, well that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys here on the next one. Peace.